Brand collapse. Blockbuster. In the early 2000s, Blockbuster was an empire. Its blue and yellow stores dotted every corner, a weekend ritual for millions. But beneath the surface, a storm was. By 2010, the undeniable truth hit. Blockbuster filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. From its peak of over 9,000 stores globally and a market value of $5 billion. The story begins in 1985 in Dallas, Texas. David Cook, a software entrepreneur, saw a fragmented, poorly organized video rental market dominated by small mom-and-pop shops with limited selections and adult-only sections. He envisioned a family-friendly. Cook's workshop wasn't a lab of gadgets, but a blueprint for a new retail experience. He focused on inventory management, using computer systems to track thousands of VHS tapes, a logistical marvel in an era of manual ledgers. This meticulous approach allowed. The first Blockbuster store opened with 10,000 VHS tapes, a staggering collection compared to its competitors. It was bright, organized, and family-friendly. Customers were amazed by the sheer volume of choices, the clean aisles, and the efficient service. This wasn't just a video. Word spread like wildfire. Families, teens, and movie buffs flocked to the new superstore. They loved the vast selection, the multiple copies of new releases, and the clean environment. It quickly became a weekend tradition, a place to gather and choose. The Blockbuster's growth was meteoric. By 1987, Wayne Huizinga of Waste Management acquired the company and injected massive capital, accelerating its expansion. Stores multiplied, reaching 1,000 by 1989 and over 3,000. Blockbuster achieved near total retail dominance. By the mid-1990s, it controlled over 70% of the video rental market. Stores were meticulously organized, with new releases prominently displayed and vast genre sections. For millions, Blockbuster's headquarters in Dallas became a symbol of corporate power. The company was not just a chain of stores. It was a cultural force, dictating what movies millions watched. Its influence extended into Hollywood, becoming a major player in film distribution and marketing. The empire rapidly expanded beyond U.S. borders. Blockbuster stores opened in Canada, the UK, Australia, and many more countries, becoming a global phenomenon. The strategy was simple: replicate the successful superstore model wherever there was a demand for home. Blockbuster became deeply embedded in the cultural fabric of the 1990s. The phrase, "Make it a Blockbuster night," was more than a slogan. It was an invitation to a shared experience. Friday nights meant a trip to the store, browsing aisles, and choosing a movie to watch with family or friends. By the early 2000s, Blockbuster reached its zenith. With over 9,000 stores worldwide and annual revenue nearing $6 billion, it stood as an unassailable At its peak in 2004, Blockbuster boasted 9,094 stores globally, employed over 84,000 people, and commanded a staggering 75% market share of the video rental industry. Its revenue was immense, its brand recognition. Owning a Blockbuster membership card meant access to the latest movies, a social currency for teenagers, and a convenient escape for families. It was more than a transaction. It was a shared experience, a topic of conversation. The blue and yellow aesthetic was instantly recognized. Blockbuster's global footprint was immense, spanning over 25 countries. Its international operations contributed significantly to its overall revenue, making it a truly multinational corporation. From bustling city centers to suburban strip malls, the year was 2000. Netflix, a fledgling DVD by mail service, approached Blockbuster with an offer: acquire them for $50 million. Blockbuster CEO John Antioco famously scoffed at the proposal, seeing it as a joke. He believed while Blockbuster clung to its late fees and brick-and-mortar model, Netflix was quietly innovating. Its subscription-based DVD by mail service eliminated late fees and offered unparalleled convenience. This new competitor, initially dismissed as a niche play, Blockbuster's executives were in deep denial. They believed their physical presence and established brand loyalty would protect them. Publicly, they downplayed the threat of online streaming, viewing it as too slow and limited for mass appeal. Internally, reports highlighting voices of warning within Blockbuster were stifled. Employees and mid-level managers who saw the writing on the wall, who understood the power of digital disruption, found their concerns falling on deaf ears. Internal memos advocating for aggressive online strategies were, while Blockbuster hesitated, its rivals accelerated. Netflix gained millions of subscribers, perfecting its DVD by mail model and beginning its pivot to streaming. Redbox emerged, offering cheap, convenient movie rentals from kiosks. Quarter by quarter, the first visible cracks appeared in the late 2000s. Customers noticed dwindling selections, fewer new releases, and a general decline in store upkeep. Products stopped appearing on shelves as frequently, and the once bustling aisles grew quieter. The stock market reacted brutally. Blockbuster's share price plummeted from its highs, experiencing multiple significant drops as investors lost faith. Each quarterly report brought worse news, reflecting declining revenues and increasing losses. The human cost of Blockbuster's decline was immense. Thousands of dedicated employees, from store clerks to corporate staff, lost their jobs as stores shuttered across the globe. Entire communities, which had Blockbuster as a local fixture, watched as their neighborhood stores closed. The headline screamed Blockbuster's demise. Financial publications and mainstream media alike documented the company's struggles, turning its decline into a cautionary tale. The public narrative shifted from a beloved brand to a symbol of corporate failure and an inability. As the ship sank, executives began to jump. High-profile leaders, some with golden parachutes, departed the struggling company, leaving behind the rank and file to face the consequences. This stark contrast between executive severance packages and widespread the crisis was now a physical reality across cities. Shuttered Blockbuster storefronts, once beacons of entertainment, became melancholic symbols of a bygone era. On September 23, 2010, Blockbuster officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. It was the definitive end of an era. The company, once valued in billions, was left with a fraction of its former worth, its assets to be liquidated. The physical collapse was swift and brutal. Thousands of Blockbuster stores were liquidated, their iconic blue and yellow facades stripped away or left to decay. Buildings that once buzzed with activity stood empty, windows boarded up, parking lots over. The victor was clear: Netflix. It not only survived, but thrived, taking Blockbuster's market share with astonishing speed. Its streaming service, launched in 2007, became the dominant force, a testament to foresight and adaptability. The last day for many Blockbuster employees was a somber affair. Memories of busy Friday nights and friendly banter were replaced by the quiet task of packing up. The lights dimmed one by one, signaling the definitive end. It wasn't just a business closing, it was the definitive fall of Blockbuster culminated in the abandonment of its once grand headquarters. What was once a bustling center of corporate power became a silent, decaying monument to misjudgment. Today, the world of entertainment is dominated by streaming. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and countless others offer instant access to vast libraries. The physical video store is largely a nostalgic memory, replaced by algorithms, yet, for many, Blockbuster remains a cherished memory. Collectors pay premium prices for vintage VHS tapes and membership cards. The brand evokes a powerful sense of nostalgia for those who grew up with its blue and yellow aisles. A simpler time when choosing a movie. Remarkably, one Blockbuster store still stands in Bend, Oregon, a quirky monument to a vanished empire. It serves as a living museum, a testament to what once was, attracting tourists and film enthusiasts. It's a poignant reminder of Blockbuster. What if Blockbuster had embraced Netflix? The alternate timeline could have seen Blockbuster as the dominant streaming platform, a hybrid giant combining physical presence with digital convenience. Imagine a world where the blue and yellow brand evolved, continuing to shape Today, the ruins of Blockbuster stores the landscape, silent witnesses to a bygone era. They stand as philosophical reflections on impermanence. The first lesson from Blockbuster's collapse is clear: adapt or die. Complacency in the face of disruption is a death sentence. No matter how dominant your position, ignoring emerging technologies and changing consumer behavior will. Secondly, never underestimate a competitor, no matter how small or unconventional they seem. Blockbuster dismissed Netflix as a joke, failing to recognize its innovative business model and customer-centric approach. Leaders must. Thirdly, past success can be a blindfold. Blockbuster's immense profitability and market share became its biggest weakness, fostering an arrogance that resisted change. True innovation often requires cannibalizing your own. Finally, the story of Blockbuster is a stark reminder that in the fast-paced world of business, nothing is guaranteed. Companies, like organisms, must constantly evolve to survive. Complacency, denial, and a failure. The story of Blockbuster is a powerful testament to the ever-changing landscape of business. 4 more brand collapse stories that illuminate critical lessons.